Hello everyone, I'm High Treason, and welcome back to Let's Play Shadow Warrior. Replay. It's probably the final part. I think this is part 7 we're up to now. Where was my save? Where was that? Somewhere. Hey look, the riot gun is slightly differently placed. I must have been moving. Ah, here we go. Water torture. Gotta play water torture. I remember this being quite a hefty level, which figures, because it's the penultimate level. There's no more secret levels, there's no more really nothing. And the design of this one is a little bit silly, I guess, because the exit's right over there. You know, we can basically see the ass end of the exit there, but we can't just go to it. I mean, whatever, you know, I didn't design this level, don't ask me. It is a bit of a lesson, because I like to, you know, if I'm going to stop the player getting somewhere, I like to present them a sort of legitimate looking reason for it. You know, like put sharks there or something, you know. I mean, yeah, it's not fantastic, but I can hear a bloody washing machine somewhere. But as you can see, it's an underwater base, and it took ages to find that the first time playing it, I'll admit. Oh yeah, let's be having that. Let's go. Well, we know we've got apes to deal with. Because why wouldn't we? Well, we shot him so hard he went through the fucking door. I don't remember my way around this level, so your guess on where we have to go is probably better than mine. I'll tell you what, you know, I've enjoyed my playthrough of this, but I'm not going to miss this fucking aiming. I am going to be pretty damn pleased when... I thought it was a walk with... pretty damn pleased when I go back to playing Duke Nukem 3D on the PC. No silly Nintendo 64 controllers. And none of this game's broken aiming mechanics. I do like this game, but man, is it a bit of a broken mess sometimes. It does some very odd things here and there. It really does. Oh, okay, I didn't know I needed any of that, but I'm not going to say no to free stuff exits over there, from what I remember. Oh shit, that's... I can't... Is there anything under here? Is this like the Dallas? No, it's not. We can go in it though. A weird setup here, this whole thing. I'm assuming they did this so that, you know, this must be a white wall, would be my guess here. But why they didn't just raw portal it, I don't know. And then you could have got rid of this weird wall. I mean, they just look a bit strange having them there. I don't know. There is a limit on how many of them you can put in a level, as far as I know. I haven't mapped for this game for a long time, but even then I couldn't see any of the levels in it coming close to the limits. Okay, that moves this up, but for what? It does look cooler than the sub in Duke 3D, I'll give it that. And of course. And here's the thing, like, what gets me is you actually have to come into this room, as far as I know. One of the cylinders isn't working. Because I'm missing, there's something here. I remember there being something. I don't know. I thought this opened up, but I must be remembering wrong. But yeah, somehow I came in here, got the key, never noticed Mollet Dyke girl in all those years. Maybe I always blew her up by accident.
Hey, Chicky, you tighten my nuts? Hmm?
You're too short for me.
Hey, you polish too?
You're too short for me.
Hey, Chicky, you tighten my nuts? Hmm? Hey, Chicky, you tighten my nuts? Hmm? So, you good with hands? Hey, Chicky, you tighten my nuts? Hmm? Hey, you polish too? Hey, Chicky, you tighten my nuts?
You're too short for me.
Is that the only line she's got? Because I remember her having other lines,
So,
but
you good with hands?
it's not my test.
You wouldn't know what to do with me.
Low wings drive shaft needs service.
You wouldn't know what to do with me.
I think that's it.
Hey, you polish too?
You wouldn't know what to do with me.
Sounds vaguely like a Simpsons character, but I can't actually think which one. Well, we now have a blue key, but I don't remember seeing anywhere to put it. So maybe our put downs aren't too far off. Holy crap, it actually worked. It worked! How did it work? That shit never works. Well, we've got plenty of Guardian heads, so let's burn the next idiot. That's what I'm gonna go with here. Oh shit. Our next idiot is a Guardian. And it'll serve him fucking right for being a green idiot.
I like big
Go
weapons.
back to the fucking era titles, jerk. Right, well I guess there's no good in coming over here. Oh, I'm not supposed to have that yet, and I wish I hadn't picked it up. It was a bit of a waste. You can tell these textures are almost certainly been lifted from the same place as the ones in Darkside, in Duke, haven't they? Bit of a weird layout having that up there. So if that gets me there, where am I supposed to go? Yeah, I get it. Evil ninjas. Alright. Shut up! I'm still annoyed at the cabling, you know. I'm still annoyed at it, because it's fucking stupid. It's like... Oh, no. I think they sound like affronted at you, you know, like... "Ah! Oh, no, not him." Yeah, I'm still annoyed at that shit. But not as annoyed as I am at it. How much AI shit is there on this fucking platform now, man? It's fucking everywhere.
Oh,
That's
damn, I'm
gotta
running
be a
into
cache-in.
walls now.
Again, I remember a secret in here, but I don't remember why. I'm doing that 90s thing. It's different. I don't get the invalid response from that. Oh, for fuck's sake, you sad fuck. You're squeezing here, you can't stand up in this space, by the way, you know that. Forces you crouch, look at that. So this sad fucking weave lays in bed looking at his decapitated yellow girl and whatever this is. Man, it's fucking gross. Better vacuum up the mess. There we go. That solves that problem. But it's pretty obvious what we have to do, isn't it? That'll solve it. I wonder if these are the same sectors and they're always tagged as underwater, or if there's something else going on here. We now have a red key. We're still on the... Hey, I saw that. Well, a lot of fucking good that is to me. This has to be the most broken playthrough of this game I have ever fucking done. Just nothing is working, you know? Even then, I feel like I was supposed to use that before I did that. No. I've probably just broken the level. You realise that, right? Oh yeah, the yellow key now, the yellow door. What a fucking prick tease. Yeah, that, and people not knowing how to write titles, and this has been an ongoing thing. It wasn't just titles, it's people will start writing a sentence and not finish it. And, like, think that's good enough to leave, like, as a comment or put as a video title or whatever. Doesn't seem to be a problem around my channel so much. I really can't...
This is our shit.
definitively say why. Said several times I have a suspicion that my audience's IQ is maybe just a little bit higher than the average. I'm sure I had to ride that down a lot farther, you know. I mean, there's basically no gap there. It actually sits proud of the floor. That's weird. You might as well have not even had an elevator for all the height difference that had. I'm sure we could have designed around that. Oh yeah, that'll be where the water is, so even if I wanted to go in there, like, it wouldn't work, would it? Because you'd be opening water into... Well, I mean, you could technically build the level that way. The engine wouldn't have a problem with it. That is a... I'm sure, again, that texture was in an old build of Duke 3D, and I really should have kept it. All these animated ones, I really don't know why they didn't have the animated ones in there. Like, a lot of the gutting that happened to Duke 3D I always found quite mysterious. Like, the N64 version took it to an absolute extreme. But even the PC version really shouldn't have got gutted as hard as it did. Like, there's, you know, performance reasons. Like, is it really performing that badly? That'll be that yellow key that we can see, yeah. Because it doesn't seem that bad to me, you know, running on the recommended hardware. And you know full well my PCs aren't typically very fast. Like, I don't tend to build machines that are really, really quick. Like, my machines tend to be a little bit on the sluggish side.
Cowabunga.
Well, on the sluggish side because I don't really care. And I've always found that a very strange mentality. Like, it's fun to do, but being so hell-bent on it is weird. You know, you get your retro channels, I hate that word, and, you know, it's always the fastest parts that they have to use, which are usually not very good. They're usually just full of trouble, the fast stuff. You know, it's that whole thing with it. Me having a DX50 and that, they're notorious for being a little bit finicky, VLB DX50s. And mine's not that quick, because mine runs on a motherboard from the time when the DX50 would have come out, and so it's actually quite a sluggish machine. You know, I'd wager a really good performing DX33 would probably be able to outstrip the thing in some tasks, just because of how sluggish mine is. And that is just that it is running on such an old board. But, you know, they always are a bit of a menace, the sort of... Fuck's sake, one-hit fucking kill, and I ain't saved since I was back here. Well, whatever. Let's just fucking go. You do this is for what? You know, you put all this time and effort and money in, buy a Pentium, you know, if your 486 is too slow. Buy like a Pentium 2, if like a Pentium 1 isn't fast enough for you. You know, there's Nintendo who I talk to, you know, every now and then we sort of do it jerkingly. I'll probably do it more to him than he does to me, because I'm a jerk like that, you know, where it's always like, yeah, fuck you, your PC is slow. It's done in jest, it's really sort of making fun of that mentality, because it's the whole, like, I wouldn't be using a 30-plus-year-old PC if I really cared how fast it went. Like, as it is, it's not going to bother me that my 486 is not really that quick, you know, it's a 486, it can take as long as it wants, it makes no difference to me. He's actually pretty crazy, isn't he, this Lowag, when you think about it, the shit that he does. Got it. You know, he's a bit fucking mental, just like blowing up the window to like the water where that is in. I've forgotten about that. That's pretty nice. That's nicely done. If I remember, it's a bit crooked, like the shape of it. Because I'm fairly sure they designed it on an angle. Like when you load the map up in the editor, that thing's on an angle. So they would have drawn it grid aligned. Bit of a mess, really. Alright, no, that section's flooded now. We can never go back there, so it must be through here. Where the fuck did you come from? Fuck you. You know, there's no sepias in this level, I've noticed. Haven't heard any, haven't seen any. So I'm running on the assumption that she just doesn't exist in this map, Sepia. Which is a shame, you know, I like getting to see her. Bit of a convoluted layout. Oh, fuck off.
Like Chinese New Year fireworks.
That went straight through him, didn't it? So did that, you know what?
Into the Spencer deck. Split the personality.
I quite like the crumpling to the floor sound when they finally died. Flumping noise.
Split the personality.
Rubs in that you've slew the beast. They're just awful things. Like, whoever came up with them, you know, they've got to be engineered in a lab somewhere or something, or through some evil, weird Asian magic, you know, that has to be making those. And they're just awful things. They're terrible. You know, I hope whoever came up with them just sort of has a really nasty fate awaiting them. I hope their creation turns on them and does unspeakable things to them. Nice lighting in there. Simple stuff, but, you know, it looks pretty neat. Unrealistic, of course. We know there's other medkits around it, so whatever. Quite a closed space there. You can't really back off anywhere. Authorised parcel. So it's just there for the taking. It's, you know, that I appreciate that. That shows trust in your employees, what Zilla's doing there. It's like that. The brown ninjas, you know, they're not ready to use the RPG, the rocket launcher. That's not on their thing yet. You know, they just use Uzis. But I can leave it there, right in the open, and I know they won't mess with it. You know, that's how much I trust them. That fucking fly's still following. I like the thought of that he has just been followed. That there's this one fly that will just never go away. We'll take it. And I'm going to eat your little fishy. That is one violent fish. That is one ninja when you think about it, the fact that he's able to do this, like through glass. And I assume it's quite thick glass, because it's like underwater. Got a lot of pressure, the pressing on that. Hang on, the switch didn't move. Like, I'm not imagining that right, the switch did not move. Oh, for fuck's sake, I'll meet you back here. What the hell, man? That's ninjas that time, what the fuck? Off you go. Have fun, Wang. I don't hear railguns going off. Nice of me also aim to just, like, target the ceiling, you know. So shit's more of a hindrance than a help sometimes. ROV. Kill the fishes. I'm sure there was a visible laser from it. Oh, there is. Just has trouble with aiming upwards. Zots! 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 Bit of a shame we don't get to play with that more, really. So, we're finally at the exit. It only took about 10 yards for me to get here. And, yeah, well, it's actually not even a far walk, so... This game's gonna go maximum jankery right to the very end, I think. I really don't remember it being as dodgy as it's been. It's all pretty strange. Get another Guardian head out there, I really don't need it. And so now, for all that, we get to go all of about 3 yards away from where we started. Yeah, that was the corner we looked around, and that's what I was on about, the back of the exit. It was up here all along, look at that, some level start down there. And the only thing you've got is the fact that all the ground here was up.
Ancient Chinese secret.
You can totally no-clip into here. It looks like you should be on there. Makes me think maybe one time they did want you to jump on those for something. So there it is.
Oh, better zip fly.
We're into the last level. Very long time since I've been in here. It's weird, doesn't feel like the end of the game.
Here, no way. Remember what I taught you. The force will be with you, always.
It took me ages to actually make out what he was saying. Maybe not being a Star Wars fan affected that. It's a rather jittery looking movement through here. We'll just assume that it's going to treat us okay with ammo, and we'll go for pretty heavy weapons in this the whole way through. Stupid ghost. I doubt if there's anything we need in there, but it is a secret. You know it's there now. I mean, you see shit like that, there's no way I'm a bad shot in this game, it's just I have bad luck with the aiming system. And I do play with only a keyboard, I'm not one of these people who plays with a mouse. Oh man. This one ghost, I don't think we're going to get him, because he's just airing about all over the fucking place and not coming down is nearly as bad as the ones in Blood. Because enemies in Blood have this real fucking thing where they get stuck in a loop of going around in a fucking circle and just gaining more and more height. And quite often you have to just walk away from them, and they will end up hurting you because they'll come back down when your back's turned. When your back is turned, and they'll fuck you up. Jeez, I nearly hit myself with that. Those ones didn't bounce back though. Cool. So what we have here, we have is a fucking sumo, as far as I remember. Does look that way. Oh yeah, there he is. Look at him. What a jerk. I'm just going to assume we get another one of these. Actually, you know what?
Ancient Chinese secret.
You know, when I was a kid, I wanted to do martial arts and stuff. I wasn't allowed to. On the basis, it might make me violent, or more violent than I already was, apparently. So you do realise that in these disciplines, A, I think it's fucking useless as a fighting style anyway. B, like, that's pretty much the first thing you're taught is, like, self-discipline. You don't just go around beating the shit out of people. And And that's not why I wanted to do it. I wanted to do it because it looked cool and it looked physically challenging. And I like things that look cool and are physically challenging. Jeez, man. Fat bastard. I mean, that would be a nasty move, you know, as a sumo wrestler, that you just fart on your opponent until they submit. I wonder if that's ever happened in a fight, you know? Fortune say, no man ironed, except Mowang. Tons of fortune cookies around here, though. We're doing alright. What do we get for beating him? A bouncing batty in our face and a fucking portable medkit. Nice stash of ammo up here. Let's remember this is here, because we might need it later. But probably not. The chances are we'll never come back. And again, I remember there'd been a secret up here. That somewhere there was some other secret in this zone, and I can't for the life of me remember where it is. Guess maybe it just does nothing. Maybe it doesn't exist. I wonder if this is where Master Leap... Oh, cool. I wonder if this is where Master Leap learned is like martial arts stuff. You're fucking kidding me, right? You fucking... Oh, you jerk. You absolute fucking jerk. You tell me I've come all the way to the last level just to get fucking soft locked.
Stand by. 3, 2,
Ancient Chinese secret.
warning.
It's pretty hard to avoid that one. Has been an actual issue here. He doesn't like us. Can't see myself really using these anywhere else. So. Oh, of course, the gas is technically going to damage the sticky bombs, isn't it? So they can go off early. We could do as well. We could just use it. I mean, why shouldn't we let him do our dirty work for us? If he'll bother. The aiming on this railgun is the worst. He's just going to stand there and do nothing. I might have included it, depending on how much time I can be bothered to put into editing, where he basically fucked us over in the previous level as well. You know, you can fucking burn. How do you like that? You know this has alternate fire modes. You have like a ring, you have that attack that the shadow ninjas do. Fuck it, let's try it. I mean, when else are we going to get to do this? No, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, can do that. Doesn't do a lot of damage to him. Oh, now he's decided. So maybe that's why he was doing nothing. Maybe he only works if I can see him. He just slacks off if I don't. Fucking hell, that was a mess. That was an absolute mess. Maybe this whole thing is why, like, so I remembered there being a secret. It's got really fast. But maybe that's why I never really bothered with that one from memory. Like, I sort of knew it was there, but I was like, oh yeah, there's a secret, but like, there's no reason to go in it.
Ancient Chinese secret.
And since when do I not have that? Oh yeah, since I used it on the fucking sumo. Super duper supers. Oh shit. I jumped over that. That was cool.
It was just like some Chinese action film.
Fucking hell, they're loading us full of fortune cookies. I don't remember they're all here. We come back down the volcano for them. I like the idea behind this level. You know, it's maybe not executed as pretty as it could have been, but Ow! I like the whole idea behind it, you know, it does... I think it tried its best to be a really epic thing. Just maybe the execution... I mean, the fact they tried to do a big sort of slurping volcano, this sort of thing in the original build editor is actually quite difficult to get to look good. Of course, it does have seams. I could do it better. But, you know, I've had, like, decades to play with the tools, and they haven't, so... Oh, I need a key. Where do I get the key? I don't remember a key. Or... No, that can't be, because this one opens the exit, so that'll need a different key. Did I get a key for beating the sumo, and I just didn't pick it up? For fuck's sake. Well, I'm looking at live streaming next week. It's kind of pointless telling you, because it'll have already been and went by then. So I'll probably just do something boring like Mario 3, because I've kind of wanted to play it for a while, and I'm not hell-bent on that one going right. So that'll do as a technical test. I get to play something I want. That's fairly short. It'll probably be at a weird sort of time of day. And we'll figure out if this setup fucking works. However, now I have the workstation, the PC, whatever, connected to the internet. Of course, Windows updated and already started breaking things, and it's now fucked with my user interface quite extensively. So, yeah. The Windows 10 is sort of like two operating systems anyway, in a way. Oh, there we go, because I could totally fucking see that there, you idiot. Who designed this level? Like, it's such a strange thing, because again, it has the concept and everything. Why is my movement jumpy here? Well, you can see it's like lumpy, like... Weird. You know, it's like the Windows 10 is like two separate operating systems, because Windows 10 now is a completely... Whoa, that was... You get that sometimes with slurps, but that's almost like it's protruding into the sky. That may only happen at the resolution I'm running the game at. Totally different user interface to what it was at launch. It's completely different to the version I had on my E3. Okay. I feel like I'm going to save. I mean, I should just quit this game now because there's a soft lock. Wow, they're still alive with only the... My fellow ninja men, I shall save you from your suffering. Oh, we shouldn't do that. That's not the ninja way. I can see ninjas actually been quite masochistic. I mean, like, the suffering is a part of the ninja's journey. It begins in a suffering, and it ends in a more suffering. It'll be like some slightly sad-sounding traditional Asian music playing over it. It's trying to make the ninjas out to be these noble people, you know, who existed long ago and were badly done to by somebody. Yeah, I don't know, it's just so I can see it. I mean, that's nice. Do I want to walk in there? Because, I mean, there's probably another fucking soft lock. I don't trust it now. That has damaged my trust in the game quite significantly.
3, 2, 1.
Like, getting that sort of shit in user maps is one thing. Getting it in a commercial product, that's a whole different sort of... Well, that did nothing. He just went to sleep behind the pillar. What the fuck? I told you this game's gonna max jankers until the last fucking second.
3, 2,
It has made up its mind. I don't know why it behaves like this now, because I don't remember it doing that.
warning.
So now, usually that would have killed me, and for some reason now it doesn't. Oh, of course they go straight through the wall. No clip. Fucking bouncing betties, man. They're nasty enemies, those really are. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Stand by. 3.
I don't know how you're ever meant to get anywhere in this.
All systems ready. Warning.
I'm gathering that went straight through. Of course it did. Why wouldn't it? You know what? Put him in. If he'll even spawn in there now, he won't because of the lava, of course. Even though he's usually immune to basically everything. Lava, apparently, that's a bit much for him. Tomato soup, that's all over the floor. I'll assume we'll get another medkit. And I'll just use it. Oh, he's back in the room. Those last few percentiles do not want to come off. There we go. We'll replenish what we can replenish. You know, we're doing alright. We're not bad. At least they give you lots of items, you know. There is... It's not just a thoughtless slap it together, fight the boss. There is at least, you know, an effort being made. Yeah.
Better than acupuncture.
There is much death in future. Well, probably not now, actually. Your chi attracted many chicks. You have low chi. Like, there's tons of stuff under here. I think I'll show you. We don't need any of it. We've got the wobbly walls as well. Did we see those anywhere else in the game? Well, I don't know, but if I stand on that, doesn't something happen? I thought it did. But anyway, this is like cool use of the effects system. I can do that in Duke 3D. I still want to, like, you know, code lots of really cool things into that game. My next episode, which could well be over a year away, I'm in no hurry to get it done. That hole was always there. If you had a keen eye, you would have seen it. Just getting it to dilate. Do questionable things to the volcano. But I mean, we are Japanese, so, you know, that seems alright. It's not school children, so, you know, it's a stepper. Fucking weebs, man. The fucking weebs. You know, I actually like the Japanese, believe it or not. As a people, they seem decent enough. But I will make fun of them, because I make fun of everybody, and nobody's immune to that round here. I don't care who people are or where they're from, they're gonna get nasty sour words out of me, because that's how I operate. Right then, we're very nearly done here. I'm really feeling mixed feelings on it this time. I gotta say, I'm not actually that upset that I'm at the end of the game. I think it's about run its course.
Ancient Chinese secret.
And it has fucked me about royally on this playthrough. Oh yeah, of course he can't jump because he goes straight through the mask floor. This is actually room over room here. We had to sacrifice a lot. But this is like the big secret. Yeah, of course, you walk around in magma tunnels and stuff under volcanoes. Expect the environment to be a little bit unstable. You know, you could easily get hurt or killed, blown up, or worse. I don't know whether their eyes turn red when they're attacking you. I'm not really bothered, I'm probably just going to reload my save or something. I didn't realise they could navigate across there. Yeah, look at it. What a violent animal. You see, the animals in the world of this game are just unpleasant things, aren't they? I forgot they could do that. Tough bastards as well, 2 hits from a fucking shotgun. Stupid bunnies, man. They're purest white, but they're mean. I never liked rabbits, you know, as pets or anything. We never raised the hero turtles from history. I never really thought much of that cartoon. I don't think it was awful or anything. I think it just got lucky with its time slot, is how I look at it. Like, because you see it and it's like... fuck was that? This really doesn't seem to be anything too special. It's just another 80s toy commercial. It's put together as competently as any, really. There was a lot of worse things by far, you know, but it's just so like everything else. Yeah, you see, it gives us that health, but of course we're going to lose it to get out of here again. Was it really worth it? Did I forget to pick up a new med kit? Probably, and there's no way back. So your conscious thought of items is a little bit lacking at the end. And we got the weird 2D lights, and maybe the effort here wasn't quite as great as I thought. And once we go in here, we can never leave.
2, 1. All systems ready.
So items back here now don't matter. Like anything that we might have had, I'm not even sure you can do this because of how small the arena is, and I don't think he exists until... You know, if I know where he's going to appear, I can... Oh yeah, this is way too small for me to use that. And I don't think we can use him either. Oh, we can! I'll punch him to death. After all the shit he's put me through, I think I just killed my clone. I mean, we're just slope walking. It's not that bad to do this, you know. Think I'm not familiar with build engine physics, Zilla. You've got another thing coming. You think I even care, buddy? You got another thing coming. You got a nasty surprise in store for you. You know what? We should be fine. Press that real quick. Let the timer keep ticking. We might not be fine. We might be screwed. No, we got it.
Hey, what happened? Hey, what the hell?
Damn you, Wu Wang. I will rebuild and come for you again.
You are weak as a baby fart. Go live in fear.
Screen seems unusually dark here. 14:58. Took us a good while. We got all the secrets. We got nearly all the monsters as well. I'm surprised. You know, I don't give a fuck about those. Well, that's it. We're done.
Oh, after all that work, Lo Wang feel like a song. What, you don't like music?
Yeah, shame the CD doesn't work. Screen definitely looks darker. Like, if I remember in editing, I'll put in, like, the menu from when I started the game up. Like, did doing that reset the gamma or something?
It is natural to die.
Is there, like, a fault with one of the bombs? I couldn't remember if it was the flash bomb or the smoke bomb I needed to pull that off. And even then, it didn't damage him as much as it really should have done. I'm sure it did more damage than that, but
Hey, you.
is there like a fault with that resets the gamma or something? What is my gamma set to? If I go in here, will it... My brightness is maxed out. Is it set to an invalid value now?
I am everybody's worst nightmare.
I mean, that's weird. I really don't know what to make of that.
Pathetic.
Anyways, yeah, we have beaten Shadow Warrior, and so
Not to smile.
I still like it, you know. I've been really harsh on it this time, and I don't feel bad for that, because I don't think it was misplaced by being harsh on it. The game was acting up a lot of the time. It's definitely a lot more janky than Duke Nukem 3D is, by far. Duke 3D is a bit of a janky game, but I think it's certainly more reliable than this. I'm trying to remember where the brightness is. I thought it was up here, but it's apparently not up here. It's definitely stored in here somewhere. Maybe just sort of miscellaneous shit down at the bottom.
I see.
Brightness 7, though, that is a valid value.
Nice looking. Everything about me is hard.
Water tile,
Let the zip fly.
tilting bobbin, blah blah blah.
Baby, oh my finger.
You jerk.
Oh, get
Why
me
would I
with
turn
bone.
tilting off? That's weird.
Wait.
I'm sure I had that on.
The blackness of my belly.
But yeah, I still really like this game. I think it's cool, and I think calling it Japanese Duke Nukem is quite disrespectful to what the fuck. I wasn't touching the mouse then, so I don't know what just happened there. I saw my screen like flicker. I was looking away. I was putting my lighter back in my pocket. But you know, it's definitely its own thing. Like it's definitely a build FPS. It feels like build because it is on build, but it's very different in how it plays to Duke 3D. The mechanics of the enemies and the weapons are different enough by quite a lot. If you ever play it, you know, you get decent at one and try playing the other, you can tell very quickly that you are in a different experience, and I do still get the feeling of what I said right at the start, where I think it's almost maybe wasn't intentional, but it does come off as though it expects you to have played Duke Nukem 3D, and it's like, yeah, we're going to throw a bit of a carve-ball at you now. It doesn't quite work the way you think it will. The water torture level actually plays a bit like a Duke 3D level in places, except it suffers from something the maps in this really do suffer from quite a bit. And Duke's maps don't seem to suffer from as much, or they at least hide it, because it is a lot of smoke and mirrors design the level. And this game has this problem where it either puts you doing a lap, and there's just little rooms where you get the key off the side that lead to another key. And mechanically, when you take any game to bits, you find out there's really not a lot going on. It is a case of just walk to the rightmost point of the screen, or, you know, pick this thing up so that you can press this button. There's really not much under the hood of most games. They're very simple. And that's your smoke and mirrors when you're designing a level, is to hide that. And this game maybe doesn't do that quite as well as Duke, which is a shame, because there's quite a lot of ambition in the levels. You see things like Floating Fortress. It's a fantastic level in how it looks and everything. And that one actually mostly hides that sort of thing fairly well. It at least feels like there's something to do in the middle, but maybe feels a bit forced. Things like the room with the vehicle and the turret. It's like... I think they were trying to sell it as an ambush, and it's so close to working, but it's just missing something, that extra little bit that, for whatever reason, the Duke Nukem team, there's a lot of the same people between both games, just something with that, just the magic was there, and it worked that bit better, so you can see why maybe this game wasn't quite as popular. Plus, it came out in 1997, a lot of people are stupid, and they wanted polygons. Which, let's face it, this is a lot better than the polygon-based shooters of that time period. I'd much rather play this. This game looks better, it plays better, the movement's far nicer, I find. I didn't like, in the 3D games of the time, the polygon-based shit like Quake. It had that really weird slippery movement. You couldn't walk up slopes, or there'd just be an invisible wall. And been used to the way build handles, like the build games, it's like... this just feels arbitrary, and I don't like it. I'd rather things handle like this game does. I think that's it, though. I think I'm out of things to say. And I think I am burnt out with this game. I don't really want to play it anymore for a while, but someday, maybe we'll live stream it just for a bit of a different experience, because I haven't played it in years, and I would like to play it again. Probably, I say next year. This will be January somewhere, early January, you'd probably be seeing this, so I would like to play it again. I'd maybe like to play Wanton Destruction, because I never did get round to doing that on the channel, so I don't think it's the last we've seen of it, but I don't know, it's yeah, definitely not quite on the same tier as Duke, but a very, very close contender, and again, that I am still very fond of, despite the fact that it repeatedly spit in my fucking face on that playthrough for some reason. Is my PC going to lock up now? Oh dear. You know, I haven't even been at work that long, and it has been one of those sorts of days, so I can't say I'm surprised. Ah, yes, my headphone wire has somehow wrapped itself through the bottom leg of my chassis as well. Explain that when the chassis hasn't been lifted. Wires, men, they defy all logical and scientific explanation, and now one the wires broke. Well, I'm my treason. Thanks for watching, and I'm getting out of here before anything else mildly annoying happens. Ah, jeez, where are we going to be by the end of the day? I wonder what's going to get broken. Something will break, guarantee it. Something that I need. Screwdriver handle, snap off or something. Oh, it did it. Cool.